do is I'm going to thank you. So I'm going to give insight on what I'm expecting you to do in this particular sprint and what I need the BA to also work on for next sprint. So technically, as a BA now, I'm expecting you to have written your stories for home pages, header, menu, banner, logo, and footer. So if you have not done that, you should do that before tomorrow, before your daily stand-up. Ensure before your daily stand-up. No, there's no daily stand-up, isn't it? So before your sprint planning, ensure that the sprint planning, we have those stories ready so that we can do. Okay. Then also now, in terms of the teams, so after, yeah, that's for the sprint one, which I expect you to have written. For sprint two, yeah, so which you are going to gather requirement, your PO should be able to give you that. So I just want to give you insight of what I'm looking at. So for sprint two, you will be talking about registration forms, the login, the capture, if there's any, or speak to your product owner. It doesn't matter anyway. So then the profile views and yeah, and the user also. So, but speak to your product owner, they'll be able to give you insights anyway. But more often, it's going to be authentication functionality. So that could be your feature or your epic there. So functional authorization functionality, that's what you are going to do in sprint two. In sprint one, it's going to be static pages, okay? So that also, sorry, that static pages also include the home page, about us, terms and condition, contact us anyway. So I'm expecting some of this one to split into next sprint, so then you can carry on. But make sure that you do this for this sprint, okay? That is that. So then going into the demo, right? Okay, for this particular sprint, what am I expecting to see in the demo? So this also links to what I'm expecting the Scrum Master, the PM, and everyone to have done before end of this particular sprint. So aside from the stories that you have to do and develop, there are a lot of tasks that you have to do around. Yeah. So of course you need to know the goal. The goal of this particular sprint is you doing the static pages, the footer, and the header. That is the goal. Okay. So if you have not done your team charter, please ensure you do in this particular sprint. Project mandate needs to be completed if you have not done it. So definition of done, definition of ready, you need to also do that as well. So that is important. So yeah, of course, the BA needs to complete the illustration of requirements for sprint two and yeah, and start that as well. So you guys need to set up your wiki for you in Microsoft Teams. Also, another tool that we are bringing in right now is SharePoint, which is another tool. Okay, so but right now, don't worry, we'll let you know when you are going to be using SharePoint. For now, wikis, there are two wikis that you can update: the wiki on Azure DevOps and wiki on Teams. Okay, so in these wikis, okay, both of them, you need to set up your date of meeting, day and time that you do your meeting, all your ceremonies. Okay, so yeah, maybe I should use the right one now: day of the date and the time for your ceremonies. This is in two folds actually. So you have to, what is the time for your meetings, right, as related to Blue Sky, okay? And also, what is the real life scenario? Okay, for instance, you are not going to be working nights. Okay, so let's say you have your daily stand up at 7 o'clock or 7:30. So if you have to do it at work, okay, what time will you fix? Okay, so that when you guys go for interview, don't say I do my daily stand up at 7:30. Okay, you want to say, okay, I do it at 9:30. Do you get now? I want those dates, the dates that you do it, the date, time that you do it on Blue Sky in a real life scenario. Let's say Blue Sky consultant. Okay, what is the time of those ceremonies that you're going to agree with your team? Then also composition of your team from Blue Sky's Citadel, okay, as a composition of the team, and also Blue Sky consultant, okay, what's composition of your team? So like Olawumi also said, you are not going to have 5 or 6 Scrum Masters in a team in Blue Sky consultant, okay? You're going to have only one Scrum Master. So I want to know what that is. Also, your team organogram, so that's also important. Also, you need to also schedule a brown bag sessions, okay? So most especially the Scrum Masters and ADM can take ownership of this. So brown bag sections is a time that each of the roles can come together to actually say, who's having issues with this particular concept or this particular tool? Let us come together and let us teach ourselves anyway. So it might be something that your tutor has taught you. You want to just pass the knowledge across. Okay. So have a session for this as well, at least once in a sprint for your team anyway. So for each of the roles, you need to agree on the time that you're going to do that. You can set up the same time, then split into different meeting rooms. Okay. So that is one. Then also as a ADM and also Scrum Master, you need to also add your agile principle to your wiki, agile ceremonies. What are the ceremonies and the time? So agile values. What are the tools that you're expected to use as well? Team charter, test strategy, test plan. So the sprint tasks that you want to do, racing matrix, and other artifacts that you guys are producing, it needs to be in your wiki. So also summary of these trainings that is done. On SharePoint now, you see the list of, there's a what's it called? There's a spreadsheet that you can use to kind of collate all the trainings, and so you need to collate them, and also the URL that Olawumi is sending out, so that your team can have them in one repository. Do you get it now? So that they are not running around. When you have a new member of the team, you just point them to that direction to say, okay, this is all the trainings, go and watch the video from there. So you need to have that. Okay, I'm going to give that roles to the SM and also ADM to collate all the trainings that have already been done for all the roles and the time and everything information. So speak to Olawumi. Olawumi is going to share the SharePoint or the spreadsheet with you so that you can fill the form. Each team has to fill that individually for their team. So then also, yeah. All right. So that everything is what you need to do for this particular sprint. I know there's a lot, but what I'm expecting you to do now is to kind of do them and then you showcase them in your demo. There's going to be a team demo, okay, in the next 2 weeks rather. So, and after that, there's going to be individual demo, right? It's not going to be in the next 3 weeks, okay? So technically, in the next 2 weeks, you have your team demo. Then follow on the week after on a Monday, you have your individual demo. Okay. So in your team demo, I want to see the result of everything that you've done. I want to say about your project. I want to see your ensure that you do your sprint reviews and demo as a ceremony within your team. Okay. So that you don't come in on this Monday and start doing this. Okay. Do your sprint demo. You can maybe do it on a Saturday, on a Sunday. So where within your team, you showcase what you've done. Okay. You can even include your PO to be there as well. So, but ensure that you demo what you've done. Okay. So it could be the developer demoing, or I wouldn't advise the developers to demo it because they are not part of the intent. So, okay. I will ask, okay, maybe the BA or the QA, because you guys are the one that interns. Okay, so ensure that you demo what you presented. Like even the DA also, they will demo what they've done in the sprint. The cybersecurity also need to demo what they've done in the sprint. So Scrum Master, ensure that this is done. Everyone needs to demo what they've done in the sprint individually within your sprint review. Okay, so that is in your sprint review. Okay, and also put the date of your sprint review as well. Okay. And in your demo, you need to also let us know that, okay, we did that review and everyone did that demo. And yeah, this is what we've done within this particular sprint Scrum or Scrum demo or program demo, if you call it that way. So yeah, in the program demo that we normally do on this Monday, ensure that you put all the screenshots as required. Okay, so and now individual presentation that's going to happen in 3 weeks. Okay, so what I'm expecting you to put in there is your responsibility, at least 20 responsibility from you. CV, like just put 20 bullet points of what your role is entails, as in your responsibility as you. So for instance, let's say Scrum Master, what does a Scrum Master do? Blah blah is my responsibility. So then also 10 tools that you use for your role. 10 tools and for what? Okay. List 10 tools that are used for your role and what are they used for. So you say balsamic. Okay. What is balsamic used for? Okay. So then also 20 concept or buzzword that is used for your team. So what are the 20 concepts? Okay, for instance, you can say elicitation. What is elicitation? So 20 concepts like that. You can also talk about, oh, system testing. What is system testing? Or you can talk about artifact as a scrum master. What is artifact? You get it now. What are the buzzwords that is used in your team? Because this is going to really help you as well when you go for interview. That is the reason I'm giving you this anyway. So, and the last one that you want to put in there is why do you have your okay, let me rephrase that. The last thing that I want you to add there is what is the day-to-day activity for your role? So a day as a scrum master, what do you do? A day as a QA or cybersecurity, what do you do? Just explain what is your normal day, even on Blue Sky. Do you get it now? What have you done thus far on a single day or something like that? What is, yeah, that also leads to your tasks. Yeah. So this is gonna yeah, you're going to do presentation in the next 3 weeks. So start gathering those information. Okay. So and that is it anyway. So yeah. So, and allow me, I think I'm done on the hour. So you can stop recording anyway, so that we can have that tidy up anyway. So it's just 10 minutes of those instruction given.